What is going on, diecast enthusiasts? So, what I got here for you today is Hot Wheels Car Culture. This is the Run and Run 5-car set. Now, the reason why it's not a 5-car set and it is a 5-car set, we'll dip right into this. What you're staring at right now is the chase vehicle. So, sometimes these car culture sets do have a 6th vehicle. And that's the chase car. That's the creme de la creme, if you will. That's the highly sought out car. That's the jewel. That's the diamond in the rough, if you will. It's one of it's a random car that's inserted in these cases, and if you're lucky to find them out there, they're going to be really tough to spot. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to kind of go over what these cars are. I also have a few other sets up here with chases. So I'm actually very proud of these sets. I really am. So, a lot of digging, and honestly, let's just say, yeah, okay, it was very expensive. But I wouldn't say very expensive, but it's expensive enough. But let's dive right into it and find out what the Run and Run set has in store for us today. Now, this set came out last year. Very popular set. It's got a bunch of really cool cars, and we'll start out with number 1. So that is the Mazda RX-7. The one thing I like about the Run and Run set is definitely the artwork. I really do think they truly outdid themselves with the card art. And I have to speak slowly because I'm from Boston and we got this crazy, stupid accent. And so it would be card art. And I'm not going to say card art. So it's card art. Card art. Looks great. Looks really fantastic. It really does. Moving on, I have to take these down because I did these way out of order. So let's get these down here. Moving on to car number 2 is the Nissan 300ZX, and this is the twin turbo edition. It's looking spicy. This thing is looking really, really nice. It looks stock, but it's packing a punch, I'll tell you that much. One of my favorite cars as well. You will hear me say one of my favorite cars. One of my favorite cars. This is my favorite car. I'm a car guy. I love cars. I love everything about machines except electric vehicles. Machines, sports cars, tuners, JDM, Volkswagen, American Muscle, old sports cars, old exotic cars, cars from the 90s, cars from the 30s, cars from the 40s. I'm all over the board, man. I like school buses, okay? Old school buses, by the way. But getting back to it, this car looks really good in red, black wheels. It looks really hot. So moving on, we have the Toyota. This is a 1981 Toyota Starlet. And this thing's looking actually pretty decent. And let's see if I can get the light to kind of cooperate with me here. So that much better. Look at that. So it is a very cute car. I can't really say I've ever wanted one in my life, but after seeing this one, maybe it might be a consideration. I don't know. So, it's definitely an 80s vehicle. Looks very 80s. So it's got that like late 70s, early 80s vibe to it. 1981. But you can actually tell what era the car is from. Moving on, let's check out car number 4. So we have Toyota, no, not Toyota, Subaru Impreza. It's a 98. It's a 22B STI version. I really don't care. It looks like a rally car to me. And again, this was probably one of my favorite Subarus out there. So I've always liked this car. Love the way it looks. Its rally pedigree is probably unmatched back in the 1990s for this vehicle. I think its biggest rival was the Mitsubishi Evolution. So, but we don't have the Evolution here, so that car's the winner. Moving on, we've got our Mazda RX-7 FC Pandem. So this is definitely an early models RX-7, most likely from the 80s. I think from the 80s. Pretty sure it's from the 80s. But anyways, car's looking really nice body. Don't really know too much about these cars, but I would definitely consider buying a real one. I don't know what the Panda means. I have not a clue. So I'm not even going to go down that road. And we have the chase vehicle. So we can tell that the card art is a little bit different, right? So we've got black and white. We've got living in color. We got black and white in living color. We have white paint job like that. We have black paint job like that. So the wheels are different. Duh, that doesn't make it a chase. What makes it a chase is the 0 out of 5. Because we have 5 out of 5, we have 0 out of 5. Stay with me on this one. All of these chase cars are going to be black. They're going to have a regular version, which they mimic, but they're going to be blacked out. That could be, obviously black paint, black wheels, black tint. They're going to be a black car. The card art will be different as well to differentiate from its regular predecessor. So, regular version, chase version. So, moving on, I've got something else special here for you. I need to move this into my lap. Not going in my lap, going in my drawer here. So I've got the drag strip demon set. So at one point in time, this set was for sale. Couldn't sell it, can't sell it, won't sell it now. So now the set lives with me. Much like the Run and Run set, which I can sell. I have sold plenty of them with chases, but this set is a little bit different. And why I say it's different is because I've tried to sell it and I just couldn't. I don't know why, don't ask me. I guess it wasn't very popular. So that being said, maybe I did this wrong. Oh no, I did do this wrong. Oh, definitely did this wrong. Okay, hold up. 2. That's what I did wrong. Stupid me. I can't count. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Voila! I did it. I can count. So this set is pretty cool. I do like it. I originally bought it in the master, not the master set, but the, I guess it's a master set for the premiums. So it did come, it does come with the chase, just like the Run Run set. These two came together. I wanted to sell the set. I'm asking $65 for it, but honestly, after it's been to shows, it's been on eBay, I can't give it away. So I was going to ask $65 for all 6 cars, which is actually pretty decent, considering that this was at one point at $150. The chase alone was probably worth around $120. So $65 for all 6 cars, it's $10 a car, roughly. But hey, listen, I mean, who am I, right? So let's break it down for you. So we've got the 65 Dodge Coronet. Feel free to correct me. Is it Coronet or is it Coronet? I don't speak French, but pretty sure that's how the French would say it. So this car is actually pretty cool. It's got this long tail, and as we see here, the car's doing a pop a wheelie. So the ass end would actually hit the ground, pardon my French, and that would keep the car from flying, backwards. So it's a Ram Charger livery. It's a really cool car. I like it. Gonna keep it. Moving on. We've got our Volkswagen Classic Bug. And I really do like VW Bugs. I mean, I really do. I think they're cool cars. I don't really care about their pedigree. But the history of the Bug is very interesting. And that's saved for another video. I like the paint job. I don't like pink. But the paint job works. Just for this car. We got down here, what's that say? The Slug Bug. So definitely don't want to go up against it. And the car it looks hot. It really does. It's a really cool car. It's a really neat casting. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Moving on to some of my favorite cars, which is station wagons, because when I was in high school, I had a lot of fun in station wagons, if you know what I mean. Mother's Little Helper. Yeah, that was, I was the grocery getter in the station wagon. So this is a Nova wagon. It's a 1964 Nova wagon gasser. Don't ask me why they call it a gasser. I could probably take a couple of guesses, but anyways, wood paneling. We've got the light blue metallic color. We've got the stickers down here. Now, I had a Buick Roadmaster station wagon, and it was dark midnight blue with wood siding. I took it upon myself to paint the damn thing bright Hemi red. Not very smart, but it worked. It was a nice car. If I can dig up pictures, I will. So I like this car. It is a fantastic car. I like the wheels. I like the paint job. It's just all around a really cool car. And I didn't see this, but let's check out what the tailgate says. So it's got a bumper sticker that says, oh shit. Sorry. My kid is ASE certified. It's got a little sticker on the back. So, oh, that's great to know. This kid can work on trash. So coming down here, we've got a 1973 Plymouth Duster. Another really cool car. I like it. Last Stand. That's an awesome name for a Duster. And there's actually one for sale up near me, and I would love to have that car. They're asking way too much for it, and the body is rotted, rusty. So that's a hard pass for me. Even if I had the money to buy it, I probably wouldn't. And just the rust factor. But anyways, really cool car. Definitely like the hood scoop here. Look at that. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting to me. So it looks just like that in the picture. I think it's actually really cool. That's definitely a nice little touch. So yeah, Plymouth Dusters, I really do like them. Now moving on to regular and chase. Like I said, we've got the regular version, 5 out of 5. We've got the chase version, 0 out of 5. So let's see what the rust bucket's got. It is a 1933 Willys pickup truck. That thing looks badass. Look at this. It's got a whole bunch of rust holes. I think that looks like 2 bullet holes, but probably not. And this is really cool. It's got the wood siding right here. We've got a parachute on the rear. So it's all rusty up top, rusty on the bed cover, a little rusty up front. And that is actually a wicked, badass car. It really is. So moving on to the chase version, which I think is a bit more badassery because it's black. We have black, we have the rust. I guess you would call this patina, but I think that's just rust and rot. But the car is actually pretty cool. Like I said, we have black wheels, we have black paint. This is a chase, 0 out of 5. So come on the back here, it'll tell you what cars are on the set. It won't list the chase. So they're going to make this like kind of normal. And if you were like looking at these, you wouldn't even really think that that's a chase. Even if you take this one out of the equation, it looks like it's meant to be there because they're trying to hide it. Okay? That does not look like a chase car. But then once you see the 0 out of 5, you're like, 0 out of 5? Huh. I thought it was 1 out of 5. No, my friend, that right there is the chase. You found the chase. Congratulations. Moving on. I'm going to have to open up this box. I did not pre-open it. So let me get this. You guys hang out for a little while, grab a snack, take a pee, grab something to drink. This is going to be about a minute. I got to take everything down. Ouch. Canyon Warriors set. Obviously, I boxed it up pretty good. So let's get Freedom Knife out here. The Freedom Knife. I don't want to go too deep. Oh, I definitely hit something. Oh boy. So just what you would expect. Oh, these were moved around. So let me set these things up. I'll box down here. So we've got 5 out of 5. We've got 0 out of 5. It's 2 out of 5. It's 4 out of 5. 1 out of 5. It's like putting together like a really very elementary puzzle right now. Look, Ma, I can count to 6. Or I can count to 0, which we're going to do. We've got the 2001 BMW M5. I do like this car. I genuinely do like it. I love the way it looks. The wheels look really, really good, and the detailing is pretty phenomenal. I know they're just kind of stickers or tampos or whatever you want to call them, but there's a lot of detail. Just it's the little things that matter the most. So I do like the BMWs, especially from that era. So gonna keep it. I like it. Moving on, we have the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth, and this is pretty cool. I mean, this was a rally car at one time, and I've always liked them. I've always been like a fan favorite of these cars. They're not really that pretty to look at, but I mean, when they're in car form, like toy car, collector's car form, I mean, they are pretty cool. They really do. They look good. I like the wheels, so I like it. Gonna keep it. 1989 Porsche 944 Turbo. Nobody likes this car. I do. Why I like this car is because it's very underdog, and if you're new to Porsche, it's what you would get to start off as a Porsche guy. You would drive something like this. These cars are affordable in real life. You can probably pick one up for about $8,000, $10,000. What I do like about this specific one is the black wheels, blue paint. The blue paint is stellar. I love it, dude. The black wheels is just it's even better. It's not a bad looking car. Nobody wants to collect these cars. I'm a Porsche guy. I like Porsches. The 944 has all the love and respect that I can possibly ever give it. So it's one of the guilty pleasures, if you will. It's got the pop-up headlights. It is detailed. So we got painted taillights. We've got painted... Well, there's no headlights because, well, duh. But I swear, the badge has been painted on. So moving on. Move down here. 1973 Volvo 142 GL. I'm not really too, you know, they can't always get them right. And definitely not really a car I would have picked. I don't know much about this. I think it's a cute little car. They keep making them. So apparently somebody out there likes them. You know, it's a Volvo. So nevertheless, it's a pretty cool car. As we see, the car is raised up and the suspension is slammed. So, you know, there's a little difference in there, but whatever. It's you know, it's cool. I like it. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. Moving on to Mercedes-Benz 500e. I do like these cars. I like them a lot. This was a very 90s car, and it's a really cool casting. I do like Mercedes from this era, and that's the 90s. And if you ask me, the 90s had the best looking cars. They had the coolest cars out there. They looked good. They performed well. And now we are left with electric razors on wheels, essentially. But anyways, regular version, chase version. So the chase version is black wheels, black tint, black. It's just blacked out. It's black on black. It looks really hot, and I love it. So with the chase version, 0 out of 5. Regular version, 5 out of 5. These two cars are really cool, and I was very excited to see this because I don't really find these chases, obviously. I do have 3 of them. So, you know, finding this one, I think this was my first chase that I did find, and I was ecstatic. It's much like when I found 2 White Lightnings. I had bought 2 sealed cases, and that was really cool. But this one definitely started the chase thing, and I think once you find one chase, you're going to find more of them. You know, just keep that good luck rolling. So that is it. I hope you've learned something today, what a chase looks like for the premium car culture set. Look for that 0 out of 5. Look for that black paint. Look for that black window. Look for those black wheels. And look for the black car in the set. You won't see it on the back of the package. So remember, not all car culture sets have a chase, but some of them do. So look out for that black car. It could be worth a lot of money. So that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment, and Collect what you like, and if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So do it right and have the time of your life. Later, taters.